Good afternoon and welcome to this live broadcast. We're doing some tea and shading today with myself, Lady Martinique, and with my sister Clair Mydia. However, she's not here just yet. She is on her way into studio. She is just finishing up doing some last minute adjustments before she is ready to spill the tea and do some shading. Hey Wayne, how are you this afternoon? Yes, trusting that you are well, and we look forward to working with Make It Rain on Monday night. Monday night we'll be working with Make It Rain, and she will be here to spill the tea and do some shading and show us how she creates her gorgeous, gorgeous silhouette. Enjoy your afternoon at work, Make It Rain. We are really, really sorry that you couldn't be here with us today, but you know what? Monday night is just as good. So we look forward to seeing you on Monday. Have a great afternoon at work. So I'm just going to start. I'm busy doing some foundation. I've just shaved and unfortunately have sort of cut myself while shaving. So I'm going to just do a couple of things to try and combat that. I've just done some coverage over some of the slicing that I've done, unfortunately, to my skin. And that's an easy thing to do. It's just a case of happening because it is quick shave, and I was running around looking for my beauty blenders, my new beauty blenders, should I say. Because this morning I decided to throw the old ones out. I've been using them for about 2 months, and yes, you can wash them and reuse them and they can last a long time, but the kind of heavy maintenance stuff that we're doing, you don't really want to use it forever. So I've just come down too far with that. That's okay though. So we are just going to put some foundation on and blend for the gods until my sister arrives. She will be with us shortly. So if anyone's got any questions, hello Nita, hey Jane. Do you guys like my backdrop? Yay! It's a photo I took that I've put onto the green screen in my new little studio. So I've just taken a photo and projected it onto the green screen, or however they do it. I'm not sure how they do it. Technology and me, you all know, are not the best of friends. So how's everybody doing? What have you all been up to? We are sitting on nearly 1,000 views of our Monday night episode. Very, very happy with that. And we are hitting nearly 7,000 views with our Saturday night for our murder mystery. So 2 different shows that we do. As we know, 2 different shows that we do. One of them is this show, Tea and Shading, where I practice my techniques and do some test drives for things that are coming up. And then we do the live lounge at Martinique Manor, which is every Saturday night. And it'll now be from 7:30 until 9 UK time. When you're blending with a beauty blender, remember you need to dab, you don't want to swipe, you don't want to start moving the makeup around, you want to really set it into the skin. That's what you're wanting to do. You're wanting to set it into the skin. You do not want to start moving it around your face, because then what's the point? So I'm just taking my base color. So in my drag, different people do different things, right? So for my drag, I use a base color which is the middle tone, I would say, the middle tone. And then I have a darker color that I use for my shade, and I have a lighter color that I use for highlight. And these are in the foundation, in my foundation. So I'm using 3 foundations to create a base work for the light and shade. 3 foundations for the base work for the light and shade. So at the moment you can see my skin is pretty much all one color. all one color. Apologies, we're busy negotiating how to best use this room. It's the first time I'm doing this feed from this room, but we will work it out. We will work it out. I use my natural brow. Some queens will block their brow. So blocking the brow is where you basically conceal the entire brow. You take it away by putting layers and layers and layers of something very similar to Pritt glue stick, which is called Elmer's. It's a purple glue stick I do have, but I've never ever found the need to block my brow. So it's a purple glue stick, and the glue dries clear. The glue dries clear. So what you have is it goes on purple, dries clear. You layers and layers of it, but you actually brush all the hair up. If you're blocking your brow, you brush all the hair up, and then what happens genuinely is that will take away the color for the brow. My sister Claire is here, so that'll take away the color. That'll take away the hair for the brow, and then you powder it, and you would flatten it down so that you can create the illusion that the brow no longer exists here, and then they would paint them on higher up, because you need space between your eyelid and the brow. I thankfully have quite a large space between the two, so I'm able to do that. And here we have Miss Claire, my darling sister, sweetheart.
Hello, darlings.
Hey, Miss Claire, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well.
Fabulous.
I'm looking at the pussy behind you. Is that a fake one?
Oh, yeah, it's just a little one that one of my friend's kids made.
I was waiting for it to move, and then I realized it was fake. How are you doing today? We haven't
I'm doing okay, thanks.
We've had no chance to kiki because I was shaving and then you were shaving, and I was saying to the viewers, I was trying to find my beauty blenders, the spare ones, because of course, like all good drag queens, I bought an entire pack of them, and was throwing away the ones that I'd been using to try and get new ones to use, and then I couldn't remember where I put them. So by the time I saw your message, it was already 10:02. Bless you. Okay, so Claire, I've just been speaking about if people do block their brows. You don't block yours.
No, I never have done.
Before. Let's put Claire's details up. Please hold. Viewers that have watched us before would know that Claire. There's Claire's details. If you've watched us before, you will know that Claire actually has been over 3 years or so shaping her brow into the brow that she wants, so that when she goes to do the brow application and all the shading on the brow, it's already there. But you did joke that as your boy self, you kind of look angry all the time.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It is right, yeah. Bit of like a Phil Mitchell.
But I've still got all my fur. I've got hairy caterpillars, and I just tame them and move them and maneuver them around. So, what look are you going for today, Claire? What are you thinking about?
I'm going to try a bit of a different eye look today. I'm not going to do my normal big liner look. I'm going to try something a bit different.
Oh.
So I don't know if I can do it in 2 hours,
amazing.
But we'll see.
Well, I'm going to try something new as well. I'm going to try and do less looking like Dame from Panto and more glam. Less Dame, more glam is my theory for today. Nita wants to know how finding the Revolution highlighter palettes. I find them really, really great, Neats. I do find them really great. They are they're easy to apply. I'm going to try a new one though today because I've got all these new things to try. That is what we are going to be doing. Hi, Lady M. How's you? I'm fine, thanks, Nicola Fox. Very well, thank you. Watching The Gardener and baking Daniel's keto. Fabulous. Did I use primer before foundations? Yes, I did. Neat. I forgot to say that I used a primer. It was the W7 primer all over my face just to try and smooth out before starting to apply the foundation. And she says, "Hey, gorgeous Miss Claire. Hey, gorgeous Miss Claire."
Hello, Neat. How are you doing, darling?
So, Claire, have you shared this to your page?
No, I'll do that now.
Start there, honey. Because then your people can start watching as well and commenting. Guys, if you'd like to like and share this, it's fairly safe. I mean, there is some language involved because Claire and I do have colourful language, but other than that, you know, it's a fairly safe show to watch, and it's just us having a bit of fun with makeup, really. I have got pause for days, Claire. Pause and pause and pause and pause and pause. So how's your week been?
It's been okay so far.
We haven't
The
chatted
kids have
since
been back
Saturday.
at school,
Okay.
so I've been doing school runs with them, and it's been about the kids this week, really.
Right. And how is the lovely Carl?
He is fabulous. He's in the living room at the moment.
You better be watching us. You there? Lou? I don't know if you're there now.
I'm here.
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Back. Hello.
Good. I think it's also my new venue. I'm now in my dressing room. I've moved my whole setup into my dressing room to use as a studio. I say dressing room, I mean a spare bedroom. You know what I mean? Here at Martinique Manor. Can you hear me?
Are we still on?
Yes,
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we're still on. We're still on, babe. So, Carl was in the living room when last you disappeared.
Yes.
You said Carl was in the living room, and I said he better be watching, otherwise he's fired.
Yeah, he's watching.
Good. Hey, Carl. Watch this space, ladies and gents. Carl is soon going to come out with his own line of designer wigs. Claire and I are encouraging him. Oh, she's gone for a moment. Let's see if she comes back. That gorgeous Claire. Right. Claire's echoing for me. I think that's why she's gone, Nita. I don't wear makeup in a great deal, but someone once told me you should wear a different color eyeshadow to your eye color. Is that true? Yes, it can make the eye pop, Jane. Yeah, it can certainly make your eye pop, and it can give you a new look. But nothing is hard or fast with makeup. Everything's play and experiment and do your thing, really. And she's back. Hey, babe. Hey, Carl. Is that your Carl?
Yeah, that's Carl, yeah.
Well, it'd be nice if you typed a message.
Hello, Rose. That's my mother-in-law. That's Carl's mum.
Hello, mum-in-law. Morning, sir. How are you? Or afternoon, at least. Right, so, Claire, did you see that we have hit nearly 7,000 viewers of Saturday night?
7,000?
We're nearly on 7,000, yeah.
Oh, that is absolutely mental.
I'm so blessed, or feeling so blessed, because, it's hard to get those numbers up. But my God, when they get up, it's just so exciting. I went to sleep and I think we were on 6.2 last night and woke up to nearly 7,000 this morning.
Have you had much feedback from it as well?
People, I don't know why, but people tend to watch it because it says that they've watched the whole thing or they've watched it, but they don't tend to comment. I suppose because it's after the event, they feel a bit silly about commenting.
Yeah, because it's not live
'Cause it's
anymore.
not live really. But still, I just think it's a phenomenal a number to achieve. And when you consider, like I said to you girls, we'll be in week 11 this week. So we've done 10 weeks of this, and we've hit, well, by Wednesday, we've hit 7,000 viewers. And then Monday night's episode of Tea and Shading has hit nearly 1,000 viewers.
Wow. So the numbers just keep going up and up, don't they?
Well, I think people want to be entertained, don't they? And as you know, none of us are being paid to do this. We are just trying to bring some happiness, some entertainment, some light humor, all of those things.
This is it. We need it now more than ever, don't we?
Just think people are just sick and tired of hearing bad news, aren't they? Myself
This is
included.
it.
You know, always, you switch on the news and everything is doom and gloom or bad or problem.
Or about the bloody election, the presidential election at the moment.
Oh, I'm not even watching that.
No, I don't follow it, but Carl does.
My problem is I'm empathic.
Yeah.
As an empath, I think you're empathic as well, aren't you? So as an empath, you tend to feel more than you should, in theory. We take things sort of to heart, don't we?
We do.
And that can become problematic. Because then you start to take on other people's stuff as if it's your own. And that's never a good thing. Because if it's not your stuff, you shouldn't be sort of taking it on board.
No, you don't have to deal with those emotions and feelings that come with it.
Yeah. So I just think, yeah, empaths have a tough time at the moment because you can't really. I mean, I don't watch the news, but you can't really escape it, can you? Because even if you're not watching it, there's stuff on Facebook, there's stuff all over the place on social media, and so you are. I wouldn't say doomed, but you are having to view it no matter what.
Yeah, there's no escape from it, is there?
No, there isn't.
I'm trying to rush through my base so that I can have more time to do my eyes.
Well, the thing is, as female impersonators or drag queens, we've got the horrible thing of the shaving to do first.
Yeah.
And more often than not, I'm trying to race through that and end up nicking myself. So it's trying to stop yourself from having all sorts of adverse effects to the shave.
Yeah. I mean, I've been lucky. I think it was 3 shaves ago that I last cut myself, so I'm due a cut.
Watch this space for details, boys and girls. Claire's due a cut. Too funny. Oh, you see now, I don't know what's going on here. If I move away from the camera, I'm fine. It's when I move towards because I've got this green screen behind me. Do you like my makeup picture behind me?
I do. That's your makeup in it that you bought.
Yeah, but I thought I'd create a green screen for it, so I did. But now I've got the problem of not being able to see what's going on. So the green screen kind of prevents me from seeing stuff. So what news your side, love? You've got we're both doing Fiona Flange's live lounge next week.
We are, yes. I'm looking forward to that.
Have you decided
what you're doing? I know what I'm doing for Fiona Flange's show, but I've got a show on Friday which is a 70s themed show, and I need 2 70s songs to sing. I've already got a couple that I'm thinking of doing, but nothing's set in stone. So if anyone that's watching's got any ideas of 70s songs that I could possibly perform, put them in the comments and let me know.
Do you want
What?
female singers or do you want male singers?
I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed.
What about a Bee Gees number?
Well, I've got Bee Gees. Which one is it? Night Fever. I'm
Yes.
possibly going to do, but I'm not sure. I was thinking of maybe a Carpenters as well.
Ooh. Now that's interesting because I keep thinking about doing a Carpenters for Fiona's show next week.
Oh, which one would we do? Oh, which one's your favourite?
I probably would do something like Close to You.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like Rainy Days and Mondays.
Yeah.
I like that one. But yeah, nothing's set in stone yet, so I need some inspiration.
And then aren't you doing Shunta's show as well?
Yeah, I'm doing Shouldn't Have Bothered show on. So I've got Cup of Tea with Tina D on Friday, Shouldn't Have Bothered and Friends on Saturday. Then on Wednesday, we're both on Fiona Flange's Loose Lips.
Yes.
Then I'm not sure the week after.
Well, you might be in a coma, just breathing after that week.
I know.
What I was going to say to you was, and are you still planning your Christmas show?
I am indeed, yeah, for the 18th of December. I'll have some advertisements out for that probably by the end of this week.
Okay. Because
So
yeah,
far, I've got 16 drag acts and artists confirmed. 16. That's going to be 16 Christmas-themed performances.
Does that include me?
That includes you, my dear.
I'm just asking because you did ask me, but I'm wondering whether you've counted me into the 16 because we just are doing everything at the moment, aren't we?
I know. I've not counted myself in it, and Sylvia's going to do a performance as well. So technically,
Ooh.
with us included, that's 18. So I think it's going to be like a 2-part show.
Okay.
So many acts have a break for 15, 20 minutes, then come back and do the rest. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's like the second sort of event that I've done. The first one I did was a quiz night, and that went down pretty well.
Good. I think with yourself and myself and the way we suffer with unseen debilitating things, the important thing is to keep ourselves busy and our minds active.
Oh God, yeah. Well, I don't know what bloody happened. I go even more crazy than what I already am.
That's all right. I'll come find you, sister, and I'll come hold you.
Oh God, I need holding. I need bloody something to tell you what.
I need embracing. Yeah.
We could all do with a big embrace at the moment.
Absolutely. So we've got 4 Christmas shows planned. We're actually doing the whole of December. And
yes.
it's not a secret anymore. We're doing, although people want us to do another murder mystery, I said to Pepper that I'm really against doing a murder mystery for Christmas because I don't think of murder when I think of Christmas.
Pantomime.
So we're doing a panto. We are. Oh yes, we are. We're doing a pantomime.
Oh no, we're not.
And that is going to be absolutely stunning. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm busy writing it at the moment.
Oh, were you writing it yourself?
Yeah. So we might rope you into that.
Oh yeah. What's going on? Am I still on? My phone's doing something weird.
You're still on, yes. Yes, you're still on. You froze for a moment, but you're back. You're moving. Yeah, so we're doing a December panto and then 3 other themed shows. But literally, the themed shows we're doing are going to be, one of them is going to be like one's called Tinsel and Baubles.
I love it.
There's one like a traditional Christmas show, which is all going to be like reds and greens and tartans and stuff. So it's all like color themes. Because each of our shows from now on, from our new time slot this week, we're doing a new time slot, 7:30 until, oh, you're gone. We're doing 7:30 for the audience at home. We're doing 7:30 until 9, and 7:30 until 9 for our new show times, and we are going to be theming every single night. So this Saturday night, our theme for this week is an explosion of color. And why? Because it's Guy Fawkes tomorrow night. So we decided to go with the theme, and we're doing an explosion of color as our Guy Fawkes nod on Saturday night. And hopefully people will join us for that. I don't know where my sister's gone. I'm just putting this new. It's called Get Gorgeous. Get Gorgeous. It's lovely. Don't know why it's. There we go. And it's a new powder that I've got. We're trying. Right. I think I'm done with foundation and shading and toning and stuff. Everything covered in. Right, so we've got. Here's Claire. Let's bring Claire back in. Boom.
Hello.
So, hello, darling. So we've got. We've got suggestions for you, Claire.
Oh, lovely.
Rosemary Fowler says ABBA.
Oh, yeah, ABBA.
Simon says The Doors Touch Me.
Touch Me. Oh, thank you, Simon.
Tony Fleming says, hello, both of you. My work is busy, just on lunch, so can stay for a little bit. Oh, she's sneaking in.
Babe.
We like that. We like a little sneak. What about Hotel California, Heart of Glass, Fame, Voulez-Vous?
Wow, thank you. Thanks, Neats.
Heart of Glass, Fame.
Glass.
And then Voulez-Vous. Voulez-Vous.
Uh-huh. Leave it now or never.
Take a chance on me, she says. And then Ain't
Like
Nobody.
Well.
Hello, ladies, says David Parkinson, who, as
Hello,
we know,
dear.
is the fanny of all fannies. And
He is
Janice
the
McDonald.
funniest fanny.
Hello, you gorgeous ladies. Hello, Janice McDonald.
Hello.
She's a friend of mine from South Africa, so she's ringing in from Durban in South Africa. All the way. We're international, Claire, don't you know?
Ooh, international.
Stick with me, babes. I'll make you a star. So, yeah, so we've got lots of...
Could you come and remove Willow? Would you remove Willow?
What is Willow doing?
She's on the side, scratching at the plates, and I think she'll, if we leave her to it, she'll knock them over, which is a little bitch like that.
Willow is the cat, guys, in case all of you are wondering who Willow is.
Yes, it's a cat.
It's her black and white cat. Are they both black and white?
Yeah, well, you can say one's black and white and one's white and black.
Oh, controversial.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a very classy thing now and pin my hair back because I haven't put a hairnet on ever. Right, so I'm just dusting off any excess powders now that I've baked and caked and flaked my face. I want the name of that dark color you're using, and what is it?
Who, me?
Yes, well, you're the only other one here, my darling. Just you and me.
It's a Revolution fast base stick in F14. That's what I use for my base. I start with an F4, then I go in with an F1, then I go in with wherever my concealer's gone. These are all Revolution products. and then I used a Krylon TV paint stick in white just to emphasise the highlight, and then the F14. If I want to go a bit darker, I've got F15 and 16, but I find this one fine for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I highly recommend the fast base sticks.
If that's what's causing it. Oh, there we go. That's better for me. Can you believe that my ring light was causing all that stuff on my face? There we go.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, now you can see me better.
Yeah. I need to get myself a ring light. I just use my makeup lights that I've got, or got like I use a friend's photography lights.
Yeah.
But they had to take them back, so yeah, I need to get myself a ring light.
They're handy to have, but my one has a holder for your mobile phone. It doesn't have a holder for my camera, so it's quite difficult to use this ring light. Right, so boys and girls, today I'm going to attempt to do something more sort of natural woman, glamorous woman, that kind of vibe. So we will see. Let's see where we are. Adam's here.
Hi, Adam.
Hey, Adam. Sorry I'm late. Had to deal with family stuff. That's cool. No worries. Adam is on our show next Wednesday. So let me do some shameless plugging. Claire, bear with me. We have got... oh, hold on. Claire, can't I send you my monster child? Oh, she's got a cat as well. I was like, why is she sending you her child? I know she doesn't have a child.
Claire's School for Girls.
Claire's School for Pussy.
Yeah.
Anywho, so shameless plugs. Let's go. So today we've got Tea and Shading with Clair Mydia. I will put up her details in a bit again. I've just popped up mine for a moment. We have got on Saturday night, we're doing live lounge at Martinique. It's going to be quite strange, Claire, because Pepper has to be at her house this week. We've never done it apart. So she's going to come to us live from her place. Usually we get ready together and we're here together. We have dinner together. So it's a whole new ball game for us. So that's this weekend, Saturday. We're doing live lounge with Fiona Flange is back on, and our theme is an explosion of color. That's our theme. And then Monday night we have Make It Rain with us. May couldn't come along today. She was called into work, so she moved to Monday night, and Claire agreed to help us out, like any good sister would. So the lovely Make It Rain will be with us Monday evening. And then we have Research is going to be with us on Wednesday. Wednesday, which is the 11th. Wednesday night, I'm on Fiona Flange's show. And then Saturday night of next week, the 14th, we are going to have Betsy Snatchwagon on with us. Also singing some numbers and doing some stuff. So do watch our Facebook page, go and like our Facebook page, and you will see where all the bits and bobs come together. Right. Claire, I'm going in. No idea where to start.
So you're going for a glam look?
I think I want to try a glam look. I'm tempted to try lots of color because we're doing an explosion of color on Saturday night. So I wanted a practice round, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how to do that. I was watching some tutorials last night, and they kind of looked easy enough to follow, but you know.
Yeah, watching and doing's different thing, innit?
Yes. So what I will say is this. I did ask my friend Caroline, who's been helping me with my makeup looks and with getting myself to a point where I feel comfortable, etc., etc. And I said to her, I've been using this NYX primer for the eye, as my white all the way across.
Yeah.
And I said to her last night that I'm finding that it's quite wet. And so when I'm trying to put eyeshadow onto it, it's going like a mud puddle. The
Yeah.
eyeshadow's sticking, but then it's like swirling around. And so I'm getting, instead of definition on color, I'm getting blend. And she said, I'm probably putting too much on,
Too
number
much
one.
on. Yeah.
And number two, she said, in putting it on, I should dab it with my finger
To blend out.
to allow it to blend out and also to dry out. She said, because it will actually go a bit more dry. But do you think I should also put white eyeshadow over it to set it?
See, if you put a tiny little pea-sized amount on your lid, pat it out with your finger and give it
Yeah.
a minute or two, and it will kind of semi-set, sort of dry. Once it's like that, I wouldn't put white on it, because then it's your other shadows are going to struggle to have a good color payoff. So
Okay.
put it on, blend
Yes,
it
because
out,
white
let
will,
it
because white will thin
slightly
out those
dry.
colors, won't it?
Yeah.
White will thin out those colors. You're right. This is
Well,
why
if
we
you're going to have white in it, like myself, I always put white underneath my brows. So I'll do all of me eyeshadows and then I'll go in with the white and then blend the white down, and it just blends everything else together.
Well, you see, I put
But if
white
you're putting
underneath.
the white on first, it'll be a bit harder.
I, I put in the white underneath everything. A bit
Yeah.
like when people do clown white, so that at least it has a better payoff for me. Okay, let's see what this does. And breathe, boys and girls. We're going in. So, what do you find is the most difficult thing to achieve with your makeup?
Symmetry.
Symmetry. Do you say symmetry? Oh, have we lost you? For those of you who aren't aware, Claire's actually in the middle of nowhere in Wales, and so
Yay, I'm back.
there we go. And so Claire's internet isn't always
The
strong because
best.
she's in the middle of no man's land in Wales.
I've got cows and sheep blocking the signal.
Now she's referring to her husband as cows and sheep. Rude.
No, he's more like a bloody bull in a china shop cow.
Don't be nasty to my friend.
I'll have a ciggy while I bake.
So symmetry was what you said, yes? Symmetry is the thing you find the most difficult.
Yeah, I mean, when I first started out with makeup, everything was difficult. I was, overfaced by a lot of the looks, by the highlight contouring, and then all the different types of eye looks you can do, and it finding the right one that suits me and this, that, the other. But now, a couple of years down the line, I think my hardest thing with it is symmetry. So I always try and make my eyebrows and my eyes as symmetrical as I can. Obviously, nobody in life has a fully symmetrical face, but that's what I try and go for.
And have you been known to take it all off and do it again?
Well, I used to just start with eyes, so that way I'm not taking a base off just to redo it. But yeah, if I'd start with one eye and if I didn't like it, I'd wipe it off, then do it again, and I'd keep doing that until I achieved something that was going for.
Okay. I dread that.
I think if you approach makeup from a fun aspect rather than trying to be a perfectionist, and I know it's hard to, not be a perfectionist, but if you just try and have fun with it, then I find your creativity flows a bit more, and you're not as scared to try new things or
Yeah.
try new colours, because a lot of people get stuck, and I was guilty of it of myself. You know, a lot of people find a look and then they stick with that look, and that basically that's their look. The same with me. My typical look is a big winged eyeliner look, but
Yes.
I want to try and change it up a bit, because there is
And
other looks that I can do. I just prefer that look on me for my drag.
and there will be other opportunities to wear other things and to try other looks anyway. So you'll have the need for updated looks, let's say, or different looks,
Oh
because it's not
yeah,
always about what we're used to. Sometimes we have to kind of challenge ourselves and move out of the box, so to speak.
yeah. And it's good to do that to keep yourself on your toes and to keep your skills up. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I was actually watching Trixie Mattel last night, killing herself laughing at her makeup videos from 10 years ago.
Oh
And she,
yeah, when she like rewatches her first makeup tutorial.
oh God, and she was in stitches because there she is as a whatever-year-old boy, sort of going, yes, and I know you're asking me this and you're thinking that. And she was like, who is this person? Like, she was
I
having,
love Trixie
a
Mattel.
right old laugh at herself.
She's babbing share.
So with your drag, what do you find to be the most difficult thing about your drag? Or the most
For
challenging?
me, the most challenging thing about drag is putting a corset on yourself. That's something that I always still need help with.
Okay.
Um,
Do you know what
what
mine
else?
is?
Go
Mine
on,
is
what's yours?
finding nice outfits in my size.
Oh
Because if
girl,
you're a
that's my
size
problem
if you're a
too.
size 8, 10, 12, 14, you know, there are heaps of items in your size and you're good to go. If you're a 20, 22 like I am, then you've got no choice but to wear what is left over. And if
Yeah.
you're
Or what
lucky,
I like to call, no offense to anyone watching, but old lady clothes.
yeah. Well, I just don't find that they do the same trendy stuff in bigger sizes.
No. I mean, I
And I'm
find
like,
that like I'm not exactly small, but I'm not exactly large. But once I've got my hip pads on and then my corset on, my size completely changes because there's a lot more. You know, there's a few more inches added onto me waist and my hip.
yes.
So I end up being bigger.
Well,
And one
Betsy
thing
and
that
I,
I find,
yeah.
sorry, babe, what was you going to
No, no,
say?
no, carry on.
One thing that
Carry on.
I find as well, like, so I'm doing the 70s night. I've not really got any 70s clothes, so I thought, you know what, I'll just have a look at 70s fancy dress stuff. And you know what, there's loads of lovely stuff if you're a size 10, 12, or 14.
Yeah,
So I've
yeah,
ended up having to get this dress that I wasn't particularly happy with, but it'll do.
yeah.
And it's going to be like way too big, but I'll just put a couple of bloody bulldog clips on the back of it. It'll be fine.
That's what us stylists do. So you've got Rachel Hemmings that says, "Hey Claire, you good, gorgeous." I think she means you look
I'm
gorgeous.
I'm very well, thank you, Rachel. Rachel is one of my nurse friends from when I used to work. I used to work in cardiothoracic surgery with Rachel, and
Yes, she's.
every time we were on shift together, we knew we were going to have a good day. We were just like she was the bread to my butter.
Oh, we've got
Yeah, miss you, girl.
Lisa weighing in and giving some advice. She says that she thinks that cerise and purple colors would really look good on me.
Yeah.
Right. Liz Waldron says, "Hello, Lady Martinique. Hello, Claire."
Hello, Liz. How you doing, darling? Have you been in work today?
I think she has this morning. Um, Neat says, eyelid primer works well. I have an ELF product which dries really well. I wouldn't add white underneath as it will gloop and thin out the colors. But hey, that's just my humble opinion. So this is an eyelash primer, Claire, and Neats. This is an eyelash primer that's white. I was using clown white, which all the drag queens said was the thing to do. But very quickly you realize that clown white will mess up all your makeup brushes.
Yeah.
and it's a bit like wearing grease on your. It's like wearing Vaseline on your face.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable. It gives you the payoff, absolutely, but my God, do you pay for it afterwards? So this eye primer in white, my friend Caroline suggested to me, and I like it, but like now it's dried a bit. But see, Claire, it's got almost like a bluey color, even though it's white. And I
Yeah.
think that's because my eyelids underneath are very sort of pinky or whatever, so my tone of my skin. But I suppose I could go in and do a second layer, couldn't I, once it's dry?
You could do, but I personally wouldn't worry about the colour of it
Okay,
at the moment because you're going to put
cool.
stuff on top. So if anything, if you wanted to, you could put a bit of white powder underneath your eyebrows and just blend
Yeah,
it down ever so slightly, and then go and apply your colours. What you're going to do?
yeah, cool. Rosemary says, "Don't forget,
That'd be my advice anyway.
don't forget, Carl's mum is watching."
Hello,
I don't
Rose.
know
I know
why
you're
she said
watching, my
that. Maybe
darling.
because you said something about old ladies' clothing. No, she
Mm,
can't be that old.
I like your clothing, Rose.
Oh dear. Claire Howard is asking if there's any good fishing near you. How would she know? She's not a fisherman. Are you? Does Claire go fishing?
I don't go fishing myself, but I literally live 2 minutes away from the River Severn. And every like once a year the
Okay.
river floods and it floods all the fields. But yeah, there's loads of fishing where I am. You've got one called the Fat Quinn Pool,
Okay.
which is a mile up the road. So there's quite a bit. I don't do it myself, but yeah, there's loads of outdoors
But
stuff to do
there are
here.
good spots.
I'm doing a
Either of you
spotlight
going
today.
to. What's a spotlight eye?
It's either called a spotlight or a halo. So basically, we're gonna put dark colour on the outside, dark colour on the inside, blend it in a rounded shape, and then in the middle of the lid, put your lightest colour. That's what I'm gonna go for.
Okay, so it's like a halo around the light color.
Yeah. And because I'm doing that and not my liner
I've never
today,
heard
I'm
of it
actually
before.
gonna go in with an eye base.
Love your white and black pussy, says Janice.
Thank
That'd be
you.
for you, love, not for me. I don't have a cat.
I never thought I was a cat person, but we've actually rescued him because it's quite common round our way that if animals are going for free, they're going for bait for something or for fighting and stuff like that. So when we seen Hercules was posted on a site for free, I was like, no, I'm having him. Not being bait.
Bait.
Yeah, so basically people will go around and collect animals and feed them to like fighting dogs
Oh
and
no.
stuff like that.
No.
So
Oh,
yeah,
Liz is
it's quite
answering you.
quite a big thing.
Liz is answering you. She says, I'm good, thanks. Not at work today, which is good. It's been mayhem. Yes, Liz works for Tesco as well, but in the finance sort of department. But everyone apparently is panic buying again because of tomorrow.
See, the funny thing is, you go into lockdown tomorrow. Wales comes out of it on Monday.
How long have you guys been in lockdown?
17 days.
17.
Yeah, 17. Just for 17 days. Well, we will have been on Monday.
Do you think that would have helped?
Not really, because everyone's still going out and shopping and using public transport and all that sort of stuff, and hardly anyone's wearing masks. So probably not. And then again, they do these lockdowns to stop the spread of the coronavirus and stop the infection rates. Yet the rates are still going up. So it just clearly shows that the lockdowns aren't helping, the masks aren't helping.
I just wonder if there isn't another reason for all of it. That's just me, though.
Well, that's a big can of worms, isn't it, to open? Because I know
I'm not
people that think the government are doing it to cripple parts of the north or the south, this, that, the other.
working very quiet, but I'm working in my waterline, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, I'm doing eyebrows.
How's the wig business coming on?
Slow.
Has he ordered any
Slowly but
wigs from that site?
slowly but surely. No, he's not ordered any as yet. But he has got a shopping basket full.
Bless him.
Yeah, as with everything, we're just waiting on a bit of money.
Yep, we know that feeling.
Because as we both know, drag ain't cheap.
Drag's not cheap, but also my day job and the things I do help to pay for my drag, and guess what? That's all but dried up at the moment.
Getting hard for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, I usually do 5 or 6 weddings a year. I do flowers for all sorts of things. I do decor for Christmas for hotels and stuff. And all of that is gone. When people say, sorry, love, we've had to cancel, you can't get upset with them because we're all in the same boat, really, aren't we?
This is it. This is it.
Right. I'm kind of avoiding starting my eyes.
What are you like?
I'm sitting playing around, like just, if I play for long enough, maybe it'll disappear. So if you were doing a performance tonight out somewhere at a club or wherever,
Yeah.
how long would your makeup take you at least? Because that would be a different thing entirely, because you'd be wanting to be out in
I,
the world and
so if I'm out performing in front of people, I'd like to give myself a good 3 to 4 hours to do everything, to do my makeup, get dressed, final touches. Um, yeah. So I'd say I'd like 4 hours. That way I can just leisurely do my makeup, have a fag.
I was
Um,
about to say, because people then think, oh, that's 4 hours for makeup, but it isn't really, because you're actually doing the makeup, but you're also sort of breathing in between, you're kind of relaxing into it.
this is it.
People think it's a rush, 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 but it is an art form, so you do have to sort of pace yourself, I think is the word I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an art form. It is. It's painting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're doing exactly the same what you do to a drawing or a painting that we're doing on our face, but adding highlights, we're adding contours, so you've got the light and shade. It's exactly the same in my eyes.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, and people often look at me strangely, and they're like, "What do you mean it's going to take 4 hours?" And I'm like, "Well, because it's not just slap it on and go. It's kind of like work on it, see how it
Yeah,
looks up with the lights. That's another thing. Often with theatre shows, if I'm doing makeup on performers, God, I've done these eyebrows so black. Look at my eyebrows. Look like I've got 2 fucking worms.
what you like.
Well, they definitely stand out now, don't they?
Oh yes.
there's no question about them standing out. But yeah, if I'm doing a show, I will do the faces of all the people that are needing to have their faces done by the makeup artist, and then I'll send them out onto stage under the lighting and then I'd go and sit in the audience and make sure that I can see them clearly from the audience. So even that sometimes takes a second go over or do over, where you've got to actually check your work as such.
Yeah.
Because, as we all know, you're only as good as the last face you've painted.
Yep.
People will
That's
judge
so
you on
true.
that. They won't go, oh, well, he can have another go next time. And I think that goes with professionalism with drag as well. You know, if you mess up an opportunity to perform, you won't get booked again.
This is it. Got to be professional at all times.
Also, you never know who's watching.
This is it.
We've actually had a performer on our show, and I can't say who, but they're actually shortlisted for RuPaul's Drag Race. And so we were told only because the thing is that the producers of RuPaul's Drag Race were watching our show that night.
Fabulous.
Because if someone's been shortlisted, they actually sort of watch them the whole time to make sure that they're behaving.
Very careful. Yeah, that's it. They've got to behave, haven't they?
And they can't really mention that they're on the show, but we were told purely because of, the producers would be watching. But you never know. People could be watching that want to book entertainment. People could be watching that want to book you for a birthday party, or maybe even just to send a birthday message to someone. Like those.
Cameo things.
Yeah, those cameo things, or the singing. Is that what cameo is? It is like the singogram things.
Yeah, so you can go on Cameo and you can basically either get them to do a video message for you or a friend, or a birthday message, or they'll sing a song, or just basically do something personalised to you, and it's normally about a tenner.
Okay.
Or some people will have a thing where you can actually chat with them, but you have to pay to chat.
Oh, wow. It's just insane, all the things that have become available because of us being in lockdown.
And it's just proved that the majority of day-to-day live services can be done online.
Yeah. True. Okay, Martin, be brave. Let's get some colour.
You can do it.
Thanks, Hannah. I like your cheerleading outfit. Those pom-poms are great. So what else? Oh, Vinny. Why is no one sending any messages, people?
I know.
Oh,
Not lovers today, guys.
Jenna said she didn't think that she was a cat person either, but she now has 8.
Bloody hell.
But she has 8 because she actually fosters baby kittens. So she's part of a group that looks after and fosters kittens.
Well,
So
I don't envy you when it's time to clean the litter tray out. That's all I'm going to say.
What I will say to you is this, Claire. In the 70s, for your 70s night, the big thing was blue eyeshadow. Blue eyeshadow was huge.
Yeah, and it was like garage doors, weren't it? It was literally from your eyes right up to your bloody brows as well.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 looks prepared, and
Well, you can as well.
oh yeah, I've got a general sort of 70s like flower child hippie sort of look, and then I've got a bit of a disco jumpsuit look with an afro.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see how it goes.
So when it comes to styling and choosing your looks, maybe the audience is interested in this. When it comes to styling and choosing your looks, what comes first? Is it the hair? Is
Um,
it the makeup idea? How do you
it's a
plan?
gen- it's a general all-in-one sort of thing. When I get inspired for a look, like the first look that I did, I knew I wanted to have big red flowy hair, which is like the main wig that I wear, and I wanted sparkle. And I seen it, so I just literally looked and looked, and I found my gold sparkly dress. And then when my hair came, put everything together. Like, I had to do a few tweaks, but yeah,
Right.
I basically put the vision that was in my head onto myself.
Okay.
And that tends to be how I work. I mean, Carl says he doesn't think it's very appropriate for me to wear an afro. And I'm like, well, there's lots of white people that wear afros and had afros in the 70s, so I'm doing it.
I would. I wouldn't agree with Cole, as in I wouldn't say it's inappropriate. I just think that people are a bit too sensitive at the moment, and people might react to it. However, Afro beehive would work as well. Big beehive,
Well,
like
my
I have.
first look, my first look, my hair's going to be a beehive with
Okay,
like a headband that's matching the dress. And then the second look, I've got a big brown afro and like a typical 70s pattern jumpsuit.
like floral or paisley or what?
Oh yeah, yeah. Where it looks like someone's threw a shitload of flowers up on me. Right. Now comes the eyeshadow. Get some brushes ready.
When you're doing a makeup look, how many brushes do you go through?
Um, well, these are just my main ones. Oh, is it still on?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Can you see?
yeah.
So I've got 2 little tubbies. I mean, I don't use all of these brushes all the time, but these are my main brushes that I'll use to start a look with.
Right.
Um, yeah, I like to have options.
Yeah, me too.
Right. So let's
I had a set of brushes arrive the other day. Um, I don't know that they cost very much. I think they cost about £6. They weren't very expensive, but my God, they are the softest brushes I've ever used. They are absolutely gorgeous and quite a lot of variety. I think there were about 15 brushes in the pack.
see. I'm a brush whore. I've got so many brushes, and I'm reluctant to get rid of them or give them away.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't give them away or get rid of them because you never know when you need that brush.
This is it.
I'm trying to do a
I
peacocky kind of thing. I've got like a green in the inside, and then I've got like a mid blue, and I think I
no.
want to try Neat's idea and do it like a purple on the outside so that it just kind of transitions through. But my thing today is I want to try and get, and I think I'm getting it right now, is the blending.
Yeah, see, blending is the key to everything.
See, because I'm battling with blending, so today's attempt includes trying to get better at blending.
Oh, I had a right eyelash malfunction during the murder mystery.
Is
Kept
that
bloody
what that was?
Yeah, it kept falling off halfway through. So I kept trying to just replace it, and it kept moving, and I didn't have time to take it
Because
off and reapply.
every time the
But
police officer was on, I saw you grab a mirror.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to sort out.
You're off screen. Like, what on earth is she doing? Like, why is she grabbing the mirror? Is she okay? Is there something caught in her eye? I did see that, but I forgot to ask afterwards when we were chatting. But it was a good bit of fun. I had no idea that I was the murderer. I was actually
I
quite
really
surprised.
enjoyed it.
I
I
honestly
really did.
I thought the murderer would have been Flexi. I honestly did.
Well, it got to a point where I was thinking it might be me because I'm the daughter and I'd have so much to gain. I was like, oh, maybe it is me. But no, it was you.
My joke is I had no clue, and everyone keeps saying, "Oh, but you and Pepper must have known." We didn't. We honestly didn't. We literally, she bought the script. She got the script, and we literally put the script away. The only person that did know was Pepper's partner, because he obviously did the reveal at the end.
Oh, yes.
So he was
Yes.
aware of it because he had to read it out, but she wasn't even there when he recorded that. She left him to record it on his own. And that's why, right at the end, when the video messed up, that's why the video messed up, because, joke of all jokes, because she wanted to be fair, she watched all the other ones to make sure that the clips were right, but she didn't watch the last one to check it because she didn't want to come across as like, having seen who the murderer was. So she was trying to.
Oh, are we still there?
Did you watch Monday night?
The makeup.
Huh?
The makeup.
Oh,
Oh,
she's gone. Right, where are we? Litter trays, thank God. Just potty training for half-week-old babies. Okay. Oh, she's back.
I'm back.
No litter trays, she says. She's just potty training a 4.5-week-old babies.
Oh, Jesus. I bet that's fun.
I'm not sure why Neat says snowflakes, but she says snowflakes. And then she says, jumpsuit and afro sounds amazing, absolutely 70s. What is
Oh,
your
thank you.
favorite brush? She wants to know.
My favourite brush. It is the brush that I do my nose contour with. It's a Morphe E62, and it's the best brush for doing your contour. It's a big, angled, fluffy brush, but it's also quite narrow as well. That's my favourite brush.
Get you with your Morphe.
Well, I only recently bought some Morphe brushes. I've always used Morphe palettes, but yeah, I was always buying brushes off eBay or just cheap ones because 9 times out of 10 the cheap brushes do exactly the same as the expensive ones. Like this blending brush that I'm doing, this was £1 from a beauty supply shop somewhere, I can't remember, and it
All
works
right.
exactly the same as one of my Morphe brushes. So it's just a matter of buying and trying and seeing what works for you.
I couldn't agree more. I've bought cheap brushes because I'm only 10, 12 weeks in, and I didn't want to buy
Yeah,
expensive brushes until I knew what brushes I would use more. Because on my makeup
definitely.
course, they actually say that you'll get into a pattern where you actually will favor using certain brushes, and some makeup artists will use the same brush to do hundreds of different things because they like that brush.
Yeah, yeah.
However, my answer, Neats, is I love an angled brush. Oh my god, I love an angled brush. They do all sorts for me. They really help me get the look I'm wanting and the feel I'm wanting. So an angled brush is my answer for favorite brush of the
Look how vibrant those blues
night.
are.
Wait, now me.
Yeah. Love it.
Can you see now or not?
Oh yeah. Fabulous.
I've gone like a greeny blue into a purple, and then I've just smoked it under the eye as well. I'm just trying to fade it out under the eye so it's less harsh, or blend it out under the eye, should I say. But yeah, I've found lots of pleasure in an angled brush. So yeah, for Fiona's show next Wednesday night, I think um, I think I'm going to do a number in the first half, not sure what,
Oh yeah.
and then a Christmas number for the second half.
Yeah.
I'm going to do half and half Christmas, half not.
Anybody watching? Has anybody started put the decorations up yet?
Have you done yours?
No. I'll wait until December, me.
You know who has done theirs is Make It Rain.
And it looks lovely.
Yeah,
It's a
she's
bit of
about
a nightmare though, with me because of the cats,
and the kids.
especially Willow. She likes the Willow. The kids aren't too bad. I mean, last year we had a bit of a malfunction with them, but I just got a water bottle, and every time they went near the Christmas tree, I just sprayed them with the water bottle.
That would be the cats, not the kids.
No, that was the kid. Well, it was both, but the cats weren't really bothered by it, but the kids were. So now they don't go near the tree.
Okay.
But no, the cats do. The cats like to literally climb up inside the tree. And Carl, being a bougie bitch that he is, he likes to buy glass baubles for the tree.
The pushy bitch.
So with the cats going on it, they're knocking these bloody expensive glass baubles off. So yeah, we try not to have it up for too long.
So I do a weird thing. When my husband met me, I had 7 Christmas trees. I had one for
Yeah, but
every room.
you do live in a manor, so you need a Christmas tree for each room.
Yes, well, I had one for every room in the house, and joke of all jokes, I even had one in the bathroom, a little one in the bathroom.
Oh no.
And Andrew moved in and went, "No, I don't think so," because he didn't really celebrate Christmas before he met me. Wasn't a big thing in their house, and I'm like Christmas crazy, so I've had to tone it down over the years.
What's your favourite Christmas film?
Oh, I have no idea.
Or is there anything that you watch like every year when it's coming up to Christmas?
I get to a point where I just start putting Netflix on and watching every day. We watch a Christmas movie. Like
Love it.
traditionally, we will watch a different movie each day. So Netflix has about 400,000 movies that are Christmas themed. And we will specifically watch a different Christmas movie each day. I did watch a really funny movie the other night, which was based on Christmas, and I thought, oh, it's very early to be watching Christmas movies. I can't remember what it was called though, but it was about the 3 young girls and their mothers. 3 younger ladies, I should say, and then their mothers were older ladies, and their mothers all try and take over, and these girls stand their ground. It was bloody hysterical.
I love a good Christmas film. Know what I like about it, though? I like the way a Christmas film makes you feel. You know, after you've watched it.
Yeah.
That nice warm.
Fuzzy.
I don't know what yeah. Just makes you feel good.
Well, joke of all jokes. Well, not joke of all jokes, but the thing with me is I will put my Christmas tree up on the 25th of November, and my Christmas tree comes down on the 26th of December. So
Oh wow! So literally a day after.
yeah, I like having my tree up for a month, and I go up a month before Christmas, always, and I come down the day after Christmas because I can't understand why you would go into New Year with a Christmas tree up.
No, I see. I get that. New Year and all that.
That's
Start
just
with the
me.
right intention.
Because after a month of having that tree up, I'm ready for it to come down. So as much as I'm super Christmassy, I'm also like very much on a routine.
But that's also good, especially with the sort of like work that you do. It's all about setting intentions. So you're going into a new year with none of last year's stuff.
Yeah.
So no, I completely get that. Are you doing anything for bonfire night?
No, I'm actually working tomorrow night
All right, what are you doing?
in my other job. You know, I do mediumship, so I do an
Yeah.
evening of mediumship usually on a Thursday night, every Thursday.
Oh God, yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, every Thursday night I do on Zoom, which is a little bit different from doing things on here. But the nice thing is that people get to chat live to me, and I can see them, and I can hear them, and I can, speak to them, which is great. And they can see and hear each other as well. So while I'm doing someone's reading, everybody else can actually witness it as such, rather than to a empty room kind of thing. Right. So I've now lined my eyes underneath. And I think I'm happy with the eye. I just want to go over and do the white again over the powder, just to get that nice crisp line. Where are we? Oh, hang on. There's lots of messages now. Claire, is your makeup as organized as Lady Martinique?
Yes and no. I'll show you quickly. So basically, I've got a big makeup case there.
Yeah.
That's inside's empty because I've literally pulled all my palettes out and they're all on the table. It's everywhere. Yes, I put mine in one place.
Okay. So she has some structure, let's say. Some structure.
Yeah.
My favorite is also an angled brush that works amazing under my lower lash line. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I wore makeup, I found the cheap brushes sometimes were the best. True. You had both disappeared. Well, we're both back. Miracle on 34th Street, says Liz. That's her movie.
Oh, love
Tony
that
Fleming
one.
says Elf.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Elf yet, believe it or not.
Oh, it's hilarious with Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Jenna says, I do a memorial tree and strange the cats don't touch it. Oh my. Hut MJ7, that's crazy. Yeah, I only have one now, Janice. I'm actually angling for my grandmother's tree. Just before my grandmother died, we bought her a tree that was like 8 foot tall. And we had this massive tree at her house. And I've asked my aunt if I could use that tree. And she keeps bringing me other trees because they have several trees at the house. So I'm angling for a new tree. Daniel says Scrooged, amazing film. Yes, it is a good film.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh. I might get the decks up on 2nd of December as that is the end of lockdown and also my birthday. Cool.
Oh, that's my dad's birthday as well.
Oh, amazing. Neat says, I watch one every day on the run up to Christmas. We watched the first one of the year on Netflix called Holiday. We loved it. I've seen that advertised. I want to watch that. Bronwyn Ezra. Hello, babe. How are you? She's my friend from South Africa. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Neat says, my Christmas tree stays up pretty much till the end of January. Oh, no, I couldn't cope. My OCD would kick in. I'd break out in hives. I'd have to say a prayer for you. Oh, my hat, and not oh, my hat. Holiday. Yes, I need to watch that, Bron. And Neats, what do you guys think? Was it a good movie to watch? I saw it the other night, advertised. I've just realized that I put green on the very inside of my eye, so when I come toward the camera, I go out of focus. I get some of the background is on my face. Okay, so I'm still not practicing lashes.
I think you should.
Oh,
Lashes
babe,
are a struggle.
it is such a mission. No, I'll do, and I'm not putting glitter on today because I actually have to go to my friend's house straight after this to go and deliver something, and I've got to take this face off first. So I am on, where am I now? I think I am on some blush and some lip, and then I would probably be done, but I'm happy to chat anyway, as you know. So we both got full programs. We do want to involve you in at least one of our Christmas gigs.
Oh,
Being family and everything. Being family and everything. Yourself and my darling Flexibel.
I'd love to.
So that'd be great. I'm just checking because I've actually. Oh. I was going to say I'm actually going live to Twitch at the moment, but I don't think I am. I've signed up to Twitch. And I created a YouTube channel for Lady Martinique last night.
Oh, fabulous. So,
but as always, I think I've created it, but I'm not sure. So I've got a tech guy checking it out for me. But you can find us. You know what happens? It's like midnight, and I decide I want to do technology at midnight.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I've just recently got Twitch as well.
Well, I haven't even started that yet, but Fiona Flange swears by it. She says it's phenomenal. Right, let's put up...
There's not as many restrictions on it, I believe.
Yeah. So here's where you'll find Clair Mydia, paypal.me/Johnny Swindles, Instagram Clair_Mydia_drag, or Facebook Clair Mydia. Her details are flashing across the bottom of the screen now. Go and find her, like her, share her. Send her your undivided love and attention.
Yes, please.
And if you want to send her money for wigs, go ahead. She likes a good
money for wine gums. I love wine gums.
Do you? Me too.
Oh, they're like the only sweet that I eat.
My husband refuses to eat any jelly sweets at all, which is okay. There's more for me. Anything that's like that, that's sort of gelatin based, he's not interested in. But crisps, oh my god, put crisps near him.
Yeah, Carl's the same. He likes the Seabrook prawn cocktail. He'll buy a 6-pack and eat a 6-pack.
Oh, bless him. But he only weighs 0, so, you know.
I need to hurry up.
So when Claire and I were chatting about doing this show originally, when I first came up with the idea of doing tea and shading, one of the things you said, Claire, and I'm sure you won't mind me saying, is that one of the things you want to work on is your confidence and your ability to sort of speak to the camera while you're doing makeup and stuff. Do you think these 2 sessions these 2 sessions we've done together have helped? Or well, last time you had
yeah.
a show on your own, didn't you? Because I couldn't speak.
Yeah, that was a bloody struggle for me.
I was on
But
mute. Lady Martinique was on mute. I mean, she's never been muted in her life.
I think I did okay. I mean, I'm fine when I'm performing because when you're doing a song, you literally know what you're going to say because it's lyrics.
Yes.
But I don't know. I just feel like when it's just me and a camera, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. But I don't want to lose anybody that's watching. So, and a lot of time people don't want to watch a screen where there's no talking or music or noise or whatever.
I found the
But
easiest thing to pretend to do is to pretend that there's nobody there. So you're just kind of talking to yourself or chatting to yourself, which
yeah,
can be weird. But if you pretend that there's a person in front of you and you kind of talk them through what you're doing, you know,
I do definitely feel I'm getting better at it.
you're getting much better, my darling. You're doing very well. I
It's
think so.
always a lot easier when you're with friends. It's like
Yes,
when I came and performed on the Live Lounge,
yes.
that was the most comfortable that I felt
Amazing.
on a show. I don't know whether it was because of yourself or whether I'd done a few shows up until then and I just got into the swing of things, but I felt so comfortable
Yeah.
during that evening, sorry.
Well, what you will find is because I've worked in theatre and television and film, um, we specifically have geared our show at making the audience comfortable. And so that's why we don't go, oh, by the way, you're singing right now. We go, oh, Claire, we're going to come back to you in 5 minutes. Get ready for your song. And then we give the artist time to sort of get themselves ready as such. Because if you kind of spring it on them, then they're also a little bit out of sorts.
Yeah, get a bit flustered, don't they?
I don't know what I've done now. I've outlined my eyes in white. She's gone off. She's gone off pattern again, Claire.
Right.
You
Something
look
on my
great.
lid.
I'm loving that. Is that
Not
like a
done a
gold?
spotlight for you. No, it's not. I've just literally done brown so far, and
Okay.
the inside's just my lid. I'm going to put something on. Do you think I should put some gold on? I do love
Yeah.
gold.
Well, like a bronzy, something sort of in the metallic tones, spicy metallic tones.
Look. Oh, another good palette to invest in is
Yeah.
one of these glitter palettes.
Now, is that glitter palette? Is that glitter already? How would I say? Moistened so that it would stick to the eye.
No. So you can buy some, and I call these the cheap ones. So you'll buy some, and the texture of it feels quite like jelly or that sort of consistency. They're
Yeah.
no good. They're no good. And when you're working with any glitter, always use a glue. No matter what it is, use a glue, and you'll get the best payoff that you possibly can.
Now, funny. Now you're gonna laugh at me and you're gonna think I'm talking shit. But the funny thing is, I personally hate glitter. Cannot stand
What?
glitter. But Lady Martinique, Alexa, off. Alexa. Well, Alexa's telling me she's having trouble connecting to my router. She's having a whole conversation with herself, Claire. I've told the bitch to shut up. She won't shut up. Alexa,
Alexa.
off. Oh, bloody hell. What I was trying to say to you before she jumped in was I can't stand glitter at all whatsoever. Like, it's my worst thing out. But Lady Martinique is a glitter whore. She loves glitter. And isn't that weird that my boy self doesn't do glitter? I mean, like, it freaks me out. But as Lady Martinique, I love a bit of glitz and glam.
I love glitter. Absolutely love it. Right. Got some
Glitz and
gold
glam and
glitter.
sequin and sparkle. Oh,
And the best thing about glitter as well is if you make a mess, just put glitter on it.
I've
Glitter
learned
covers
that.
a multitude of sins.
Right, we will come back to the comments in a bit. I'm just putting lip liner on. Which does take a certain degree of concentration. Oh, God. As I said, concentration, I went wrong. Have you watched the Wilbergs on with the gimp mask?
Yeah. Love the wigs that he does.
Mm. I find with him there's no bullshit. It's just this is how it's done. Boom.
I'd love him to do one for me.
If you follow their social, him and his husband, they go all over the world doing things.
Right.
We've both gone super quiet.
Concentration.
Apologies for all the sniffing.
Right.
Right. Oh, Make It Rain's back, saying all looking fabulous. Something about what she shouldn't be having naughty. I don't know what she's on about. Claire, you're doing well, doll.
Thank you.
I'm a glitter whore. I have a trio of eye glitter from Be Perfect, and they dry really well and stay put for hours. Cool. Glitter nail varnish is a total biatch to get off, though. Ladies don't sniff. Yes, I know ladies don't sniff, Liz, but I'm not used to having this much powder on my face during the day or ever. And so it is really creating a problem. Because if I go and blow my nose, the problem is that I'll be blowing and taking off a lot of the foundation that I've spent hours putting on. So I'm well aware that ladies don't sniff, and I do apologize for doing it. Somebody asked on Monday night, when did you feel like you've achieved makeup perfection? Was the question. And
I'm still trying to achieve.
My answer was never. Because the
I
thing
think you
is,
should always strive for perfection, but
yes, but like with
it's individual.
But like with anything, you'll always try to do it, but then you'll think of another look you want to do, or another way you want to do it, or be or touch or whatever, and that will always sort of keep you, I don't know, hold you back, I suppose. And we're all our own worst critics, aren't we?
Oh God, yeah. But I think that's how you improve as well, by being your own worst critic.
I think, yeah, critical analysis comes into it, where you've got to kind of really look at what you're doing and what you're achieving, etc. That looks gorgeous, Claire. Absolutely.
I'm only doing this just to show you that I can do other looks. I just prefer me big black liner look. I think it suits my face the best.
But this brown is actually, I mean, although it's a dark brown around the outside, it's really softening your face, which is interesting
There's
to see.
like 4 different browns on that have blended, and then I've added a bit of black as well.
With the greatest amount of respect, I'm not actually reading you at all, but I said to a friend of mine the other day. No. I said to my friend the other day, if you see my friend Johnny, and then you see him as Claire, there's no flipping way you'll think it's the same person, because Claire, for me, looks so much more softer and daintier, whereas Johnny looks quite blokey in a normal way, like you look like a guy. What you and I don't look like out of drag is we don't look like these queens that have plucked and feathered themselves, and you know what I mean?
Oh no. When I'm not in drag, I'm a man.
Some of the twinkie queens, though, that are doing drag, they are always, coiffured and whatever. Whereas you and I are kind of like, hey mate, how are you doing? And then we go into transformation mode. But I was
You're
saying,
right, mate.
like I said, I wasn't saying it as a read. I was kind of saying you wouldn't believe the transformation in a good way. That Claire looks so much different from what Johnny looks like.
I think that's one of the big things for me as well, is the difference from Johnny to Claire, and it is a big difference.
Do you feel it though? Because I say to people, for me it happens when I put my lashes on and my lips on.
Yeah.
That's when mine comes into being.
I think once my eyes are on, I start feeling Claire starts coming out more. With me lashes.
I think this will work for Saturday night. I think I just need to remember not to put any green on my face.
Oh yeah, with the green screen.
Yeah.
Have you got your outfit sorted for Saturday?
I haven't planned anything for Saturday night. I've planned for next weekend. Next weekend with Betsy Snatchwagon, we're doing all in black and white. And I have the
Oh,
most
nice.
gorgeous coat I'm doing for that. A coat I bought in Salisbury, and I haven't had a chance to wear it yet, so I'm really excited about that. And she's like a winter
Oh, I
coat,
love Salisbury.
but she's like all black, silver, and white. This massive like winter coat, and I'm going to wear a white feather boa as a wig. So I'm going to have
Nice.
white feathered hair, and then this black and white and silver coat.
So I liked your the bow you made for the murder mystery.
Oh yes, I might actually. Well, I won't wear that as well, but I'm going to start making those. They're out of organza, and the nice thing is because I sweat quite a lot. The nice thing about these boas is it's not going to be like a feather boa where it starts to clump up when it gets a little bit wet.
Yeah. Oh God, I know the feeling. Well, I'm gonna have to get one of those off you. I definitely want one.
You said to tell me what color, darling.
Oh, see now, this is gonna be my struggle. I really don't know.
Well, I'm going to start making them. I can actually make them in any color under the sun, believe it or not. Or I can do a combination as well of two colors, lengthwise. So I just have to make one of those first to see what it looks like before I start advertising that.
But I think they'll go like hotcakes. They look really good.
And then I'm thinking about stoning some as well, where you put, glue the stones onto them
Ooh.
every here and there, just for a bit of sparkle.
I
Because
definitely want one.
I tried making another one out of very thin, only like half a ruler length, 15 centimeters. It was very very thin. Uh, Brain engage tulle, tulle. Like the tutus
Ooh.
that the ballerinas wear.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a clear tulle or a white tulle, but it's got sequins glued onto it. But when it made the boa, it only made it like super tiny. It was like a midget boa, like wide. It wasn't very wide. So I've used it as fringing on a dress I've made. In fact, while you're faffing, let me break the illusion and break my screen and show you the dress. I'll show you. Lady Martinique has pink coat hangers. I've just put the stole over, but it's this.
Oh nice.
So I've used it as the edging for the dress, like for the train. So yeah. Like a fringe. That's what I've done. Used it as a fringe. I might actually use that for one of my Christmas episodes. I made the dress. I was all convinced I was going to make my own outfit. And then I have ended up not wearing it yet. So, oh sweet. Yes, I'm not supposed to. Claire, you're very pretty, says Liz Waldron. Of course she is. She's gorgeous. Looking amazing, gal, says Adam. Lady M is very red, white, and blue, and Claire looks super glam. I'll take that. But the blue is all graded into purple and into green, but I'll take that. Black goes with everything, Claire.
It does go with everything. Maybe I should get a black bow then.
A new business string to your bow. Well, Anita, it isn't actually a new business string. I am planning on doing wigs and boas and all sorts of bits and bobs for drag to sell, and that's actually going to be sold under the House of Martinique, but HAUS, the House of Martinique. So we have actually got another page that isn't live yet called the House of Martinique, and I'm just waiting to get going on that. Let's pop up. Look at you. Look at her.
Right, now I need to do me powder things now. Oh. Yeah, I just use so much powder in my makeup. So I do my baking with loose powders. So I set with a translucent powder, then I brushed that off, and then I went back in with a laced coloured powder. Now I've brushed that off. I'm going in with a NYX contour kit, and I'm using the light colour just to brighten up again under my eyes, on my highlighted spots. But I'm trying to get it done for the 2-hour mark, because this is like, it's a challenge for me when I do this with you, doing the 2 hours.
That's good.
Like I said, I like to take a lot of time. But it's also good for me to see that I can actually achieve a face in 2 hours, and it doesn't look too bad. Right, that'll do for that, that'll do for that. Put some blush on. Just good to go. Right, nose contour really quickly. So what would you say your biggest struggle is with makeup?
All of it. No, I think symmetry is a given for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not just a drag thing. Everyone tries to achieve symmetry. I think for me, I'll tell you what my problem is. My problem, genuinely, all joking aside, is blending. Because I've got such big hands, and people say, oh, hold the brush further back and do this and do that. And I've had various makeup artists try and assist me, but I just battle. I can't do the little. Everyone goes do the circles. And
I know what you mean.
I mean, as a child, I used to have problems with my coordination. I was actually even sent for like occupational therapy for it because I used to hold a pencil differently.
Oh, right.
I still do. I don't hold my pen like everybody else does. But the joke is I can do the most beautiful calligraphy. And if I really want to do nice handwriting, I can. But generally speaking, my handwriting looks like a doctor's.
You do calligraphy?
Yeah,
I do too.
I do all
Oh
sorts
my
of
goodness.
calligraphy. I do knitting. I do.
No, but I mean, we do a lot of the same
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
And Carl came home yesterday. He'd been to the works and he bought me another one to add to my collection.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I love the works.
Oh, I do. Like
I
they've
keep
got
telling
big sales on.
I keep telling everyone I'm banned from the works. Only because if my husband sees me looking at the works, he goes, "Oh God, we're taking stuff home." I tell you, Claire, you can also get lovely spiritual books in the works.
Oh, literally, anytime there's a spiritual book in there, I get it. Even to the point, they were, like I say, they've got a sale on, and they had an astrology Bible, so I bought it. Got home, went to put it on my shelf, and I've already got it.
Yeah,
So I ended up giving it to my friend.
I have that same problem with books that I've already got.
And it doesn't matter that I've read the book, I'm not getting rid of it just because I've read it. I like my books for a point of reference.
Yes. Well, as you saw, I've got 1,000 books in my library in the lounge. For my spiritual library, when I had my spiritual shop, I had all my clients used to borrow the books as a proper library. They used to come in and sign them out and sign them back in.
That's a shame that because I would have loved to have come to that shop.
And
I'd be like, take all my money, go on, just take it.
absolutely gorgeous, says Anita. You both look absolutely stunning. Betsy Snatchwagon. Hey, Bets. How are you, girl? Hey, gorgeous.
Hey,
Hey, baby. Both looking lovely. Are you both taking pictures before you take it all off? I probably won't. Neat. There's still some perfecting to do before I'm. You see,
did
if
I
Pepper.
send you pictures of me when I like literally my very first time in drag?
Yes, you did.
And that,
We had a chat,
you
we had a
know,
chat about it, and then you said you'll send me photos, and then you did. Bless you.
because I think that is just like the perfect poster for anyone that wants to do it that gets, a bit
What are
disheartened
you
because things
carving
aren't
with now?
turning out.
What are you
What, babe?
carving? What are you carving with now? You're carving that white in. What is that?
Where's it gone? That is my lace one.
Okay.
Um, it's not. It's just looks like that. That's a banana one. I use that for Carl. But yeah, it's just one of those, but in lace. So it's got slight pigment to it, whereas the translucent's clear. And then
Yeah.
so I do my contour. As people have noticed, I always keep going back in because I'll do
Yeah.
my contour, then I'll recut. I'll do me blush, and then I'll recut because I like that harsh line there. I don't think I'm doing too bad. The only thing I need to do now is my lips and a bit of highlighter, and I've got less than 6 minutes. So there's going to be
Let
no
me stop.
precision about this today.
So let me stop distracting you. Nita says both taking pictures afterwards. She says she's never heard of the works. It's like a cheapy bookshop, stationery shop, craft shop, I suppose, as well. All sorts neats you can get from the works. It's really, really lovely.
Lovely.
Betsy says, I'm good, thank you. Glad I was able to tune in. We're glad you're able to tune in too, Bets. And Betsy is going to be on our show on the 14th of November. Our show's theme on that night is in black and white. And so we will see what we come up with for that. And I should also be singing by then as well. says me very carefully, Claire, because I know that as soon as I say it, I have to do it. So I will be doing some singing for our live lounge. I should actually be starting to do it this week, but we'll see how I go. Supposed to start on Saturday night. Brooks is amazing. Right, does anyone have any final questions they'd like to ask Claire or myself? So excited for the 14th. May do a song or two as well. Amazing. You got the theme though, hey Betsy. It's in black and white. You could do your Cruella de Vil, Betsy. So, yeah. So I'm going to try and do a punt for Claire while she's finishing up. Friday night she's doing Tina D's show, 70s retrospective. After that you can catch her on Saturday night. She's doing a show with Shinta and friends, but you'll all be watching Live Lounge at Martinique Manor, so you can't watch that. And then Wednesday next week, we are doing Fiona Flange's show, Loose Lips with Fiona Flange, next Wednesday night. Both of us will be doing that for Wednesday night. And then we will catch Claire probably during November, if not in December, certainly for our Christmas retrospectives and for our panto. In black and white, interesting. I'll do my makeup better than that. I'll do better makeup than that. Oh, from when you did your black and white look on your makeup show, right?
I thought you were talking to me, like wanting a makeup off.
No. Janice, the show on Saturday night is 7:30 until 9 UK time. So that's 9:30 until 11 South African time. 9:30 until 11, because you guys are 2 hours ahead of us now. So 9:30 till 11 is what you are looking for on Saturday night. And with that, boys and girls, it just pays for us to say, oh, she's done. Is she done? Look at you, 2 hours.
Just a smidgen of highlighter.
Claire, my friend, looking gorgeous, says Rachel Hemmings.
Thank you, darling.
Amazing. So with that, it just remains for us to say thank you for joining us this afternoon, for coming along to play. We will be live again with Tea and Shading on Monday night with Make It Rain. She'll be joining us on Monday night, and Wednesday afternoon with Rhea Search next week. And then don't forget, you can catch Live Lounge at Martinique Manor this Saturday night with myself, Pepper Spray, and our guest, Fiona Flange. And then next weekend, the 14th, with myself, Pepper Spray, and our guest, Betsy Snatchwagon. So that is what's coming up this next week. Thank you. Everybody, please don't forget you can catch rebroadcasts as well. Our broadcast is sitting on nearly 7,000 views, or just over 7,000 views now, for last week's murder mystery, which is just crazy. The first week we ever were on, we were only seen by 300 people, and 11 weeks in and we're being seen by 7,000 people. So do catch up on Saturday night, or catch the rebroadcast. Go and like my pages. Go and like Lady Martinique, and go and like Tenor Ladies at Large, because that's how you get to see the show. Please go and like Clair Mydia as well. And it remains to just say thank you for everyone being here, and we look forward to seeing you again when we are next live. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Claire, for being here. Bye.
You're welcome, my darling.
Don't go anywhere.